You may have seen a version of this meme before and thought, wow, this language is impossible. There's no way I can ever learn this. But by the end of this video, you will see that it's actually pretty straightforward and it's not as difficult as it seems. First, let's just go through the first 12. Null, null. Eins, eins. Zwei, zwei. Drei, drei. Vier, vier. Fünf, fünf. Sechs, sechs. Sieben, sieben. Acht, acht. Neun, neun. 10, 10. 11, 11. 12, 12. After that, the numbers until 20 get a certain ending, just like in English. 13, 13. 14, 14. 15, 15. 16, 16. 17, 17. 18, 18. 19, 19. 20, 20. And then, from this point forward, German follows the same pattern as English. So, no more new words, you just combine existing words, like 21, 22, 43, 67. But one thing to remember is that in German, these numbers are the other way around. So, not 21, but 21. And we also always put an und in between the two numbers. Notice that in English, the same thing is done with the numbers between 13 and 19, because really the teen is 10. So you're saying the smaller number first, and then the 10. And in German we do that too, but we do it all the way up until 100. So let me go through the names of all the numbers you still have to know. 20 or 20, depends on where you're from. And that goes for all the coming ones as well. I personally say it like 20, so I will say the other ones like that. So, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100, 100. And from this point on, just like in English, it follows a very simple pattern. So if I was to say 532, I would say the 32 as 32 and the 500 as 500, just like in English. So altogether, it would be 532. 532. So as you can tell in German, we don't really leave spaces in between the parts of the number. So that is why you get those long words. But in fact, it's still just a bunch of short words that just all stuck together, because that's what we do in German. So in your mind, just try to separate the word out into its parts. 325 becomes 325. So that's the basic numbers. And now some extra stuff. A dozen is ein Dutzend. Ein Dutzend. Half of something is eine Hälfte. Eine Hälfte. A quarter of something is ein Viertel. Ein Viertel. If you want to say 4.5, you say 4,5. 4,5. So 4, 1/2. 4 and 1/2. 4,5. So if you want to say 6.5, you would say 6,5. 6,5. An important rule about numbers to remember is that in German, the meaning of the point and the comma are reversed. So this number becomes this number. So going back to the meme from the beginning, if you were to use the English name of this number and remove all the spaces, it would look pretty confusing too. Now we're able to separate the parts of the word to make it much more understandable. Try to see if you know how to write down these numbers before the solution is shown on screen. So that was an introduction to the numbers. Thanks for watching and subscribe to learn German.